Thank you for joining the Daily Record here at Bethpage Black, where the Saturday morning session has gone the same way as the two sessions on Friday. Success for Europe. Luke Donald's team took a 3-point lead into the first games of Saturday, and they have extended it with another outstanding set of performances, which has pushed them even closer to a fifth success in America at a Ryder Cup. As we said this morning, Friday had gone really well for Europe. They were expecting a riposte from the American team this morning, but in truth, it was just another day where Europe got on top of the opposition, quietened the crowd. The morning crowd is obviously less boisterous than the afternoon one, but they never got a chance to really get out of the seats because Europe had control of the majority of the games, and any time there was any threat of an American comeback, Europe stepped on it very quickly. In fairness, if you go through the results today, Bryson DeChambeau and Cam Young were sent out first against Matt Fitzpatrick and Ludwig Oban. That was a result that did go the Americans' way. Young had played brilliantly in his debut outing in the four balls on Friday afternoon. He had to play on Saturday morning. DeChambeau had struggled. He had many points in the board. He needed a partner that could get him lifted and deliver for him, and they were excellent. 4-3 winners. Pretty comfortable. Matt Fitzpatrick and Oban played well on Friday morning, but he just couldn't rediscover the fire that they shone then, so they lost. But that was the only point or half point that was relinquished by Europe, because the other three groups did the damage. Rory McIlroy and Tommy Fleetwood got a second outing against Harris English and Colin Morikawa, and just like the first one on Friday, it was one-sided. There were 4 up at the turn, there were 5 up at the turn on Friday, 4 up at the turn on Saturday's game. This is a combination put out again by Keegan Bradley, which has brought him scorn from the American media. He needed it to go right, and it didn't. McIlroy and Fleetwood didn't ease up a little bit, but the game was kind of won. The host got a couple of holes back, but in the end it was clinched 3-2. Jon Rahm and Tyrrell Hatton, the ultimate foursomes duo in Ryder Cup. 3-2 winners over Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay. The Live boys, they just continue to deliver. Whenever they need to step up, they do. At one point the game had moved back into the melting pot. Jon Rahm produces an outrageous chip in from off the green, and all of a sudden they're back in control. Tyrrell Hatton's clutch-potting, tremendous performance. Another victory for that pair, and in the final game of the morning, a brilliant victory for Scotland's Bob MacIntyre and Viktor Hovland over Scottie, Scheffler and Russell Henley. This really was an absolutely brilliant game to watch. The Europeans got up early, 2 up. At one stage, they looked in control. They then just let things slip a little, and coming off the 13th green when Scheffler and Henley got it back to all square, it was the first sign of the world number one was really getting his teeth into this. He was pumped up. He turned round to the crowd. McIntyre walked on to the next tee in the 14th and stiffed it. Gave Viktor Hovland probably one of the best shots of his career. Viktor Hovland rolled in the putt. They went back in front and they clung through with some brave shots and some clutch putt down the stretch to get over the line and win it by 1 up. So that was 3-1 to Europe for the morning session to back up the 2 Friday wins. The score is now 8.5 to Europe, 3.5 to the United States. So a 5-point lead for Europe going with 2 sessions to go. And we're now underway for the Saturday afternoon 4 balls. Just a very quick review through the pairings that are going out on the course if you're on your way back from the football or anything. As a trolley passages with bananas and whatever, making big thought, whatever. First game out, Justin Thomas and Cam Young against Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry. The Irish pair go out again. Rory McIlroy playing for his 4th session in a row. Second game, Scottie Scheffler's been asked to go out again with Bryson DeChambeau. Scheffler's yet to register a point. This pairing will go in against Tommy Fleetwood, who is yet to lose anything. He's got 3 wins out of 3. And Justin Rose. So Fleetwood and Rose team up after their win on Saturday. I should say on Friday afternoon. They get a chance to do it again on Saturday afternoon. Game 3, JJ Swan and Xander Schauffele against Jon Rahm and Sepp Straka. Rahm and Straka successful on Friday afternoon. They'll be hoping to do the same again. Final game, Sam Burns and Patrick Cantlay. They go out against Viktor Hovland and Matt Fitzpatrick, and that's another pairing who have potential to do some real damage. Fitzpatrick didn't manage to have a success this morning, but Hovland will be buzzing after his victory with Bob MacIntyre. So that's the afternoon games here in New York. You can stay in touch with all at Record Sport. We'll keep you updated with every blow from the 45th Ryder Cup.